Sullivan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker and members of the House, HB674 creates a substantial risk order, commonly known as an ERPO, or I don't like this term, but a lot of people call it a red flag law. What it does, Madam Speaker, is it creates a mechanism for law enforcement to temporarily remove a firearm from someone who has been found by a judge to be a risk to self or others. Madam Speaker and members of the House, this is a bipartisan idea. 17 other states, including Florida, which did so after Parkland, and Indiana, have passed ERPO bills. There is lots of Republican support all around the country for this idea, Madam Speaker. Senator Scott, who was governor of Florida right at the time of Parkland, supports this and signed the bill. Senator Rubio, President Trump supports ERPO bills, Vice President Pence, and our Attorney General William Barr has sworn under oath his view that, quote, ERPOs are the single most important thing we can do, end quote, in this area. And when we pass 674, Madam Speaker and members of the House, we will be doing what the President's Commission on School Safety recommended that all states do. A commission report signed by our Secretary of Homeland Security, our Attorney General, our Secretary of Health and Human Services, and our Secretary of Education. This is a bipartisan idea, Madam Speaker, at least outside of Virginia, and it ought to be here as well. This is as much a suicide prevention bill as anything else, Madam Speaker, directed, of course, at mass shooters, but also as much a suicide bill, in fact, maybe even more, because we all know that over 60% of the gun deaths in Virginia are suicides, and the statistics on how many of those are our veterans is tragic. There are lots and lots of due process protections in 674, Madam Speaker. And let me take this moment to dispel a few misconceptions about 674. First, no one is guilty until proven innocent. The burden remains on authorities always, and to do so by clear and convincing evidence to make their case. And that burden and case must be made to a circuit court judge. None of the provisions of 674 are going to be used as a cudgel by an upset neighbor or an angry brother-in-law. There are stiff penalties contained in this bill for making false claims. And perhaps the biggest of all, ERPO bills have been found constitutional. 674 is constitutional. Other states have so found, and this body need not be worried about that. Madam Speaker and members of the House, ERPO bills have been found and shown to save lives. There is academic research on this. We're always worried about evidence-based legislation. ERPO bills work and they save lives. We are losing too many Virginians to gun violence, members of the House. I urge the body to engross 64 and send it on to its third reading so that we can save some lives in Virginia. Thank you, Madam Speaker.